Imagine this. You're looking at your cat's tail, and suddenly, you realize that it's not just a lifeless part of its body. The cat's tail is a secret language, a wordless story that only those who are attentive can read. Each movement, from a gentle wave to an excited shake, carries deep signals about their emotions. The cat's tail isn't simply a sign of joy or fear. It's a gateway to their inner world. Do you want to uncover this mysterious language? Let's dive into each subtle movement of that tail, and I'll help you decode the hidden messages within, giving you a deeper understanding of your four-legged friend through nothing more than their tail's gestures. Watch until the end of the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any fascinating secrets about the world of cats. 1. The tail held high, a welcome like no other. Imagine walking through the door after a long day, and there it is, your cat, tail held high like a proud flag, greeting you with pure enthusiasm. This is one of the most common and easily recognizable tail positions, signaling confidence, contentment, and a good mood. It's not just a random behavior, it's a warm welcome, a sign that your cat feels secure and happy in your presence. Research by animal behaviorist Cameron Beaumont in 1997 found that cats are more likely to approach a figure with a tail held high than one with a tail lowered. Why? Because in the world of cats, a high tail signals friendliness. It's your cat saying, "Hey, I like you." This instinct goes way back to kittenhood, when a kitten would raise its tail to greet its mother, showing affection and seeking comfort. So, when your cat approaches you with its tail held high, it's the perfect moment to return that affection, maybe a gentle pet or a playful interaction. It's their way of inviting connection and saying, "I feel safe with you." 2. Wrapping their tail around you, the cat's embrace. Picture this. Your cat gracefully winds its tail around your leg or arm. It's not a random flick. It's a subtle yet powerful gesture, a feline version of a hug. Unlike dogs, who might jump up or lick you to show affection, cats prefer a more understated approach. By wrapping their tail around you, they're saying, "I trust you, and I feel at ease by your side." This tender behavior isn't reserved solely for humans. Cats often wrap their tails around other feline friends they're close to, a behavior known as allorubbing in the world of feline interaction. It's a sign of deep bonds and mutual trust. You'll often notice this among cats living together who share a strong connection. For them, it's the equivalent of holding hands or sharing a warm embrace. When your cat wraps its tail around you, take it as a clear message. You're part of their inner circle. Cherish this moment and reciprocate with a gentle touch or soothing words. It's their way of saying, "You're family to me." 3. The quivering tail, excitement or territory marking. Imagine this. Your cat stands before you, tail upright and trembling with rapid, almost electric motion. This behavior might seem unusual, but it's one of the most expressive signals in a cat's tail language. A quivering tail often conveys excitement, like when you're about to feed them or when you return home after being away. It's their way of saying, "I'm so happy to see you." However, the story doesn't end there. A quivering tail can also have a more territorial meaning. If your cat backs up to a vertical surface while their tail quivers, they might be marking their territory with scent. While both male and female cats can exhibit this behavior, it's particularly common in unneutered males. Studies suggest that this territorial marking is a way for cats to signal their presence to others, especially during mating season. If you notice this quivering behavior, pay attention to the context. Are they greeting you with excitement, or are they leaving a message for other cats? Either way, it's a fascinating glimpse into the complex world of feline communication. 4. The fluffed-up tail, a display of fear or defense. We've all seen it. Your cat's tail suddenly puffs up, turning into a fluffy bottle brush. While it might look amusing, this dramatic display isn't about aggression. It's a defense mechanism. When a cat fluffs up its tail, it's responding to fear or surprise, trying to make itself appear larger and more intimidating to a perceived threat. This instinct traces back to their wild ancestors, where looking bigger could mean the difference between life and death. Combined with an arched back and a sideward stance, the puffed-up tail is a way of saying, "Stay back. I'm not to be messed with. Cats use this visual trick to deter predators or rivals, even if the threat is something as harmless as a sudden loud noise or an unfamiliar environment. If your cat transforms into a ball of fluff, it's likely reacting to something unexpected or overwhelming. The best thing you can do is give them space and let them calm down at their own pace. Once they feel safe again, their tail will gradually return to its relaxed, neutral state. It's a powerful reminder of how deeply instinctual and self-protective our feline friends are. When your cat lowers its tail or tucks it tightly between its legs, it's sending a clear message: I'm feeling scared or uncertain. This vulnerable posture often indicates that something in their environment is causing discomfort or distress. It's their way of expressing anxiety or submission, especially when faced with a situation they find overwhelming. According to animal behavior expert Dr. John Bradshaw, this tail position is common when cats feel cornered, threatened, or unsure of their surroundings. It might be triggered by loud noises, the presence of another pet, or even an unfamiliar visitor. The lowered tail signals that your cat is trying to avoid confrontation and prefers to retreat rather than engage. If you notice this behavior, take a moment to assess the environment. Is there something causing your cat to feel uneasy? Perhaps it's a new sound, a strong smell, or an unfamiliar animal. Your best move is to give them space and ensure they have a quiet, safe spot to retreat to. Over time, as they regain their sense of security, their tail will return to a more relaxed position, signaling that they're feeling calm and comfortable once more. 6. The twitching tail tip, focus or frustration. Have you ever noticed your cat's tail tip twitching in quick, deliberate movements? This subtle signal can mean different things depending on the context. Often, a twitching tail tip indicates heightened focus, like when your cat is stalking a toy, a bug, or even an imaginary prey. It's their way of saying, I'm zeroing in on something. However, a twitching tail can also be a sign of mild irritation or frustration. If you're petting your cat and notice the tip of their tail starting to flick, it might be their polite way of saying, that's enough for now. Unlike more dramatic tail movements, the twitching tail tip is often a nuanced way of communicating their mood, somewhere between calm and annoyed. This behavior is closely tied to a cat's hunting instincts. When focused, their body enters a state of readiness, and even the tiniest movement of the tail can be part of this intense concentration. But if there's no prey in sight, and the twitching seems paired with tense body language or narrowed eyes, it's likely frustration. The key is to observe the situation. If your cat is playing, let them enjoy their moment of intense focus. If they're showing signs of irritation, give them some space to reset. Either way, this tiny tail movement offers a fascinating glimpse into their emotional state. Part 7. Slowly swaying tail, focused or curious. Have you ever noticed your cat slowly swaying its tail from side to side in a gentle, rhythmic motion? This intriguing signal often appears when your cat is deeply focused or curious about something. This behavior is common when cats are watching a potential target, such as an insect, a toy, or an object they find worth exploring. It's their way of showing that they're observing, evaluating, and preparing to act if necessary. Additionally, this slow tail movement can also indicate curiosity. Your cat might be observing a new object from a distance, deciding whether it's worth approaching. This is a moment when their patience shines, revealing how their strong hunting instincts still play a role in their everyday actions. If you notice your cat slowly swaying its tail like this, it's best not to disturb them. Let them fully concentrate on whatever has captured their attention. It's an essential part of how cats explore and interact with the world around them. 8. The whipping tail, a warning you shouldn't ignore. When your cat's tail begins to whip back and forth with quick, forceful movements, it's not a sign of joy or excitement, it's a red flag. This behavior indicates irritation, frustration, or even outright agitation. Unlike the wagging tail of a happy dog, a cat's whipping tail is a clear signal, I'm not in the mood right now. This tail movement often precedes defensive actions like hissing, swatting, or even biting. It's their way of warning you to back off before things escalate. This behavior might occur if your cat feels overstimulated during petting, frustrated during play, or even annoyed by another animal in their space. Experts in feline behavior note that a rapidly moving tail is often accompanied by other body language cues, such as flattened ears, dilated pupils, or a tense posture. These signs together form a message that's impossible to ignore: I need space. If you notice your cat whipping their tail, it's best to respect their boundaries and give them time to calm down. This instinctive behavior stems from their wild ancestors, who used such displays to deter predators or rivals. By understanding and honoring this signal, you can prevent unwanted confrontations and help your cat feel more at ease. 9. The question mark tail, curious and playful. Have you ever noticed your cat's tail curling at the top, forming a shape that resembles a question mark? This delightful tail position is one of the most charming signals your cat can give. When their tail takes on this curved form, it's a clear sign they're feeling friendly, curious, and open to interaction. It's almost as if their tail is asking, "What's happening here?" Cats often display the question mark tail when they're in a relaxed but inquisitive mood. You might spot it when they're leisurely exploring their surroundings, approaching a new object, or coming to greet you after a restful nap. This playful posture is an invitation to engage, whether that's through a gentle pet, a fun game, or simply spending time together. The question mark tail is a reminder of your cat's naturally curious and social nature. When you see it, take the opportunity to connect with them. It's their way of saying, "I'm in the mood to bond." Embracing these moments can deepen your relationship and help you better understand your feline friend's unique personality, unlocking the secrets of your cat's tail language. And there you have it, the fascinating world of your cat's tail, decoded. From a confident high tail to a curious question mark, every flick and quiver is a glimpse into their inner world. By paying attention to these subtle movements, you're not just observing your cat, you're building a deeper, more meaningful connection with them. Understanding their tail language allows you to respond to their needs, share in their joy, and support them in moments of fear or uncertainty. If you've enjoyed this journey into the secret language of cats, why stop here? There's so much more to learn and discover about your feline companion. Hit the subscribe button now to stay tuned for more insights, tips, and fascinating facts about your cat's behavior. And don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. It lets us know you want more content like this. Together, let's continue to explore and celebrate the incredible bond between humans and their furry friends. See you in the next video.